Hi guys, in the previous lecture we created this simple transition but beautiful one, and if you notice we have a layer here, just a layer, and it's very connected to After Effects. This shape layer here, I cannot really take it anywhere. You need to create a video from this shape layer, and then it will be very portable to anywhere you want, including After Effects, by the way. So the way I will do it is to create a pre-composition from the transition mat. I will right click on it, say pre-compose, and of course transition mat, and I'm gonna remove comp 1, we don't need it, and then move all attribute into the new composition. Of course, adjust the duration of the time span of the selected layers, so it's gonna be 1 second, the new composition. I will click OK. Here you are, you have a 1 second composition that will just open. It's pretty fast, right guys? Okay, in this composition I want you to see the transparency. This is how I'm gonna do it. You come to the bottom here, it says toggle transparency grid. If you put it on, so now it's highlighted, it's on, it means you are seeing what's transparent. When you have these gray and white squares, it means this is the transparency, and this layer here or whatever is on the screen now is transparent. If you play your animation, you noticed how the white rectangle is gonna appear, and now it's not transparent at all. It is 100% opaque because of the white. Cool guys, so this is the transparency, and you need to render with transparency so the transition can work perfectly. Cool. So now this is still a pre-comp. If you notice, it's still working here as a pre-comp. What you have to do is to turn it into a video. For this you want to use the render. So select your composition, transition mat, go to composition and say add to render queue. In the render queue, let's open the best settings, and you want it at its best. The size is 1920 by 1080. Well, actually, this composition, you can scale it up as much as you want because it's only shape layers and they will scale nicely. 1920 by 1080 is okay for us. There is nothing else to change here. To lossless, let's go to lossless now. In lossless, I'm gonna use the AVI. So I'm using Windows, so it's gonna be AVI. If you are on Windows and you start using QuickTime, in Premiere Pro, it's gonna give you a warning that QuickTime Legacy will not be supported anymore. So you better off start using AVIs, which is okay. Now, from the channels here, you don't want RGB. You want RGB plus alpha because we want to see the transparency when it appears within the video. And then for the format options, in AVI, there is nothing to do here. So the most important was RGB plus alpha, remember guys. And if you are on Mac, please use the QuickTime. I will show you an example. And in the QuickTime, the format option, you cannot use H.264. H.264 does not have any transparency. So you want to use JPEG 2000, and this is the best to have transparency. If you select it from here, you go OK, and you see you have RGB plus alpha. Cool. I go back to AVI because I'm on window. Here I am. And I have RGB plus alpha. Alpha is the transparency, if you forgot. Click OK. And in the transition mat, I'll click on it and save it in my course assets, for example, or anywhere you want. You can create a folder called transitions and save it there. I will keep the name transition mask. Here you are. Fine. And then I will render. It's going to take only a few seconds. It's just 1 second and it's working. Let's go back to our main composition here, and instead of having the comp itself, we are going to import our video. I will go import file, that's the video transition of course, and here it is in AVI. I will just import it. Then I want to replace this pre-comp or this composition with the video. I will just select both of them. I'll select this one and click on this, then press Alt or Option on the Mac, click and drag and drop it. Notice nothing will be changed except the content itself. Here you are, you still have the Luma inverted, and if you play, you have it fantastic. Fine. So now instead of using a pre-comp or something, we have used a video. So now you have an AVI video that you can use as a transition anywhere you would like. In the next lecture, we'll go to Premiere Pro and I will show you how to apply this transition within the video editing program. I'll see you then.